my old lady's sister. Shouts to Chris with your skinny head. But and her youngest son and her daughter, right? So three per ski. So we roll out, cool man. We launched from Warner's and stuff. That's basically a local bar, and we went all the way out to basically the base. So that's about a half hour. We basically beach the skis there. It's a couple swing sets and shit that's up over the water. Like it's a pretty cool little chill spot. So we go, we chill in there or whatever. I'm teaching them how to ride the skis, blah blah blah. And then we want to go further, go out to a place they call Crab Island. It's out in Destin and shit. So shoot out there. And as soon as we get there, yo, it's probably around 6:30 p.m. So in my mind, I got about an hour and a half to, play around and get back before sundown. Man, I stop movement, but the engine's still running, and I suck up the fucking tow rope in the jet ski, right? I don't know it though because I turned the ski off and, so I'm just kind of floating. I go to move the ski out the way of a boat and the motherfucker wouldn't turn on. It's like, what the fuck? And lo and behold, I had sucked the fucking tow rope up in the jet ski. So that bitch was dead in the water, yo. So we like I said, man, we like an hour from the crib, really. One of my jet skis is dead and it's getting dark. And you can't have jet skis out after dark because they don't have no lights on them and shit. It's illegal as fuck. The Coast Guard pulls up and they're like, hey, we'll pull you guys, over there, we'll tie your ski, we'll get you out of the way or whatever. So we beach the ski and I'm like, yo, I need to turn the shit up on the side so I can pull the rope out the bottom. Man, Coast Guard motherfuckers ain't even want to get wet, bro. They like, nah, we ain't even on it like that. You need to go and ask them two big motherfuckers down there or whatever. So I go find two big motherfuckers to ask, pause. So we push the ski up and shit, and that shit is tangled the fuck up. I try to pull it out. I'm cutting rope with a knife and shit. Meanwhile, it's getting dark. You know what I'm saying? And my truck all the way a fucking hour away from us with the trailer and shit. So it's not like you can just park the jet ski in the water and be good. Like, nah, man, you got to get to a motherfucking launch point or some shit. So I had to tie a fucking rope to the working jet ski and I'm towing the other one, right? Still six fucking people. And that jet ski is towing the pull behind toy and shit because I don't want to leave that shit out there. Man, I could only go 7 fucking miles an hour, bro. 7 miles an hour. It's getting dark than a bitch. I'm doing seven. I call up the homie and shit like, yo, I'm down bad. I'm in the fucking water out in Destin. I need you to come and get me. And I ain't even, and we had both of my fucking truck keys. So I couldn't even tell the homie, hey, yo, go to the crib, get the key so you can get the truck and then just bring the trailer. I couldn't even do none of that bullshit. So he's like, well, all right, I know of a ramp that we can come to. And at least if we can get them tied to the dock, you can bring the truck, blah, blah, blah. Man, it started raining like a motherfucker. It's storming and lightning and shit. My old lady freaking the fuck out. The rain cold as fuck now. It is pitch black out that bitch, bro. Like I could see the highway, but when you look out on that water, man, it wasn't shit but night in that bitch. I was like, oh fuck, we are fucked up. So I hit up the homies like, yo, man, I made it to the park. Where you at? And I'm like, bro, I'm still in the fucking water and I'm heading toward, to Cribbo, but goddamn, bro, I don't know where the fuck I'm at, but and my phone was about to die to boot. You know what I'm saying? And my phone about to die. So he like, all right, all right, all right, I got you. There's a dude with a boat. And he told the dude the situation or whatever, dude on a rescue mission, yo. So this motherfucker coming out is pitch black looking for two little ass jet skis out in the middle of the fucking ocean, bro. Oh man, that shit was wild. So he's like, he called me back and he's like, yo, flash your light and shit. So I'm holding up my phone and shit, which still got water in the back of that mother. Can you see the shit? You see the camera? It's still
Yeah.
water in that motherfucker, bro. That's why I couldn't take a screenshot of the shit. But anyway, I'm holding my phone up doing this shit with the light. I'm doing SOSs and shit.
Yeah,
It's
SOS.
fucking bum, man. What? We was out that motherfucker down bad, bro. So he pulls up in the boat. Some, dude that owns what is it, Rick's Pontoons and shit out in Destin. Shouts to Rick's Pontoons, dog. Man, them motherfuckers came all the way out there. They tied up the ski. Actually, they got my family on the boats, and me and one of the homies was towing the ski, and he knew where the fuck he was going. So it's pitch black by then, like it's black in that bitch. I know. And you get close to the shore, then and where all the light is, because I could see all the traffic leaving Destin and shit, but I can't get over to the shore because I'll suck all that sand up and then I'll fuck the other jet ski up and then I'm dead down bad. So I had to go out into the fucking water, yo, just to even stay safe. It's only 7 miles an hour, so the waves is just fucking me up, bro. It was fucking wild, B. That shit was wild as fuck, but yeah, I guess that was a story time. Ryan, we start yet or what, bro?
Yeah, we on. We've been on.
Oh shit. All
Yeah,
right,
we've
man,
been
kick
on
it
for the
off,
whole
man. Let's
story.
go, bro. Shit, let's
Hey,
go,
what's
man.
going on, everybody, man? What's going on? Welcome to episode 21. Whose man's is this? Hey, we in the building once
21.
again. That's it, 21. Hey, we at it again, y'all. Hey, well, we podding, talking about sports, entertainment, tech,
Mm,
of course,
mm.
culture. You know what it is. All right, first and foremost, we got my man Cap. How you doing, bro? Talk to us.
Man, I'm good, man. Got out of some of that bad weather from Hurricane B coming through Texas, man. Out here in beautiful Cali. Uh, just
Say
wanna,
word.
just wanna give a shout out to everybody, out there in Texas and mainly the Houston area, without power, without signal. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything comes back on soon. Definitely we praying for the people that's out there down bad. So um
Yeah, we got to do a
say
wellness
that.
on Yay.
Yeah, I did too, man. Wellness check on my family, friends and stuff like that. Loved ones definitely reached out. And just in Cali, man, what y'all about to witness is big business, kid. Big
Hey,
Benz is cocked with them shiny rims. It is. That's all I can say, man. More to come, but life is good and on the up and up.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, this man evacuated, huh?
man, didn't
Yeah,
he
man.
though?
I'm on the West Coast, baby. Sunshine.
That's what's up. All right, man. Next, we got my man. Listen, we got Ryan, man. Listen, I know y'all don't see him. His little screen is black, whatever, but he's still here with us. He ain't saying too much. My man, he had a little gym injury. I'm gonna get into that in a minute once we finish doing the introductions. But Ryan, man,
Yeah,
he is in
man.
the building. He just ain't on the cam right now, but he listening to everything. He in here, everybody. All right, next we got my man Jay. What's going on, Jay? We know you had story time with Jay, but what else is good?
Hey, man, we chilling, man. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. God damn it. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
That's what's up. All right, real quick, man. So story time with Guap. All right, we're gonna talk about my man Ryan. All right, so the reason why Ryan is not graced us with his presence, his physical presence, even though he is
Now this
here.
gotta be good. Before you go, you gotta put some sauce on this shit because I ain't
I'm
heard the
gonna sauce
story
it up.
yet. So you got and Ryan, you gotta shut the fuck up because respectfully, because you had the opportunity to tell your own story. So now he gonna sauce it up. And you gonna
Oh,
be quiet, hopefully.
I'm finna sauce it up, put a little stank on it for real. So my
Yeah.
man
Let's
Ryan, man. So we
go.
get on here, man. My man Ryan, he talking all with a slurred mouth and all. I was like, hey, what's going on? He said he got, he had a little injury, yesterday at the gym. So the man said he injured his tongue. I'm like, damn, what you in there trying to bench press with your tongue, bro? You in there trying to lift all them weights, man? You in there flexing with your tongue? He's like, nah, man, nah, I was in there, seeing somebody, man. I was trying to hawk to it and it backfired on him, whatever.
Yo.
That man tried to spit on that thing.
Yeah, the
Pause.
spit on that thing. That's crazy.
Backfired on him. But nah, for real though, man.
I thought they was having a pussy eating contest in the gym or
That's
something.
what
You
it
know,
is.
after
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you know, you do a couple revolutions, man, that little thing in the
He
bottom of your
thought
tongue be sore as a
man thought
motherfucker.
he thought he had the elite controller, man, and tried to hit a turbo button and it backfired on him. His batteries died or something.
Ah, hell
And
nah.
Turn
and
your
blew his tongue.
lights down low and
Blew his tongue
close
out.
the window curtains. Don't
Nah, but
let
for real though,
time
man. I mean,
come
we
sliding down.
I had to just get on him a little bit because he can't defend himself right now. But I know he's sitting over there probably laughing his ass off. But nah, he real story, man. The man, this
My
is even
man that
wilder than
ripped
the other
his
shit I
whole
was saying.
tongue up. That
The man
that
done
man
ripped his
said he
whole
went
fucking
down there and got some razors cut on his shit or something, man. She got that rough.
Man,
He had that
that
sandpaper.
rough.
That
Yeah,
had that
man.
sandpaper, lifted his tongue up.
mm,
She got
so
that
he
level 15 steel wool, boy.
man,
Good
yeah,
God.
Yeah.
little fro action, huh?
Oh man, that's
And
rough,
they had to
man.
dig through the
Shit.
weed shit, get through the bushes.
Shit.
But yeah, nah, he didn't chop his tongue up a little bit, man. He was in the gym working out, man, and was chewing gum and bit his damn tongue. No, man. First off, I don't know why the hell you in the gym chewing gum any goddamn way. I ain't never seen nobody do that, but it is what it is. You know, the man was in there smacking on some double mint. You know what I'm saying? And he rocking around here looking like a snake. And split the top
Oh
part of his
man.
tongue.
Oh, that shit flapping like there's a whole piece hanging off that shit,
Let
man.
me see you
Damn.
moving like a snake,
Yeah,
ma.
he showed us, man. His tongue got a booby trap on it right now. So
Oh,
yeah,
you stupid as hell, man. Oh shit.
but it's all good,
Hi,
man. So
man.
he'll be all right in a couple of days. What we got tonight, man? Talk to us, Jay. What's up, man? What's on the menu?
Shit, man. RIP to Kyrie Jackson, man. You say he played for who
Sir.
now? He played for the Vikes.
He got
He
drafted
got
by the
drafted.
Vikings.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
in the fourth
drafted for the
round.
Vikes, man. And was it what was it? A car accident or
Car
something he
accident, man.
jumped off?
24 years old, died in a car accident. Yes, sir.
Oh man. Yeah, that's awful,
Yeah,
man.
man. So shout out to the
Yeah.
young man and his family, man. RIP, the young man, sad he didn't even get a chance to get his career to take off. He just got drafted this year, man, and unfortunately, things happen. So, you know, it is what it
Yeah,
is. It
yeah.
was, yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, on
definitely
that
rest
note,
in
man,
peace.
people gotta, yeah, man, rest in peace. Prayers to the family and everything. And I mean, just learn from other people's mistakes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like when you putting, your youngsters and especially your young family members on the road, man, you got to remind them every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you did this, you know what you think is a million times over, but man, you got to be careful in them streets, man. I mean, even in the military, fighter pilots and stuff will tell you the most dangerous thing they do every day is drive to the base. Everything else is under safety and, lock and key and all the shit. And, just, every now and then, man, put a little extra attention when, your young ones leaving the house and stuff like, hey, man, pay attention today, all right? Type shit. So, yeah, rest in peace to the homie, man.
Yeah, not man, I just want to say I seriously hope like this isn't another accident to where there was speeding and reckless, like, as we've seen with a lot of the NFL players, man. I just hope it wasn't nothing like that, man. Um, because that just would be devastating, bro. Like once again, like get this money, they start getting these exotic cars and want to race on the highways, especially when it's that time of the morning when they know there's no supposedly no cars on the road, you know what I mean? So I hope that's not the case. Um, but if it is,
Yeah,
we
they
got to
haven't, I
do
don't think they've
better.
given me details yet of actually what happened.
Yeah, they haven't. So I just want to
Yeah.
say if that's the case, just remind everybody, man, make better decisions, be more aware. You got a lot more life to live. And if it wasn't the case, I still, as what they say, Tony Dungy said, man, at a certain time of the night, your ass shouldn't be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So uh, Yeah, it is tragic. No matter how it happened, it's still tragic. But I just hope that it wasn't something that could have been avoided.
It was 3 in the
Yeah.
morning, 3-car pile up. Um, I guess 2 of his high school buddies were in the car with him too, man. That shit just keeps getting worse, bro.
No survivors.
And
No, they all died.
yeah.
That was in the car with him. One he did survive longer. They think they chopped him to the hospital or got him to the hospital, but he died either on arrival or while he was there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's man, that's heavy, bro. RIP to them, man. We gotta get the fuck out of this, man. This is dulling my mood down, man. What we got this interesting, man. Uh
Talk about
let's
this
talk
joint. Eight.
about what now? The dating joint?
Yeah. Let's get on that dating joint.
Oh shit, I'm
Well,
kind of pissed off. Yeah, go ahead. If you got it, you got an intro
All
for it?
right, man. So they say it was a young lady that was interviewed, named Sarah, whatever. They were saying that young women are ruining good men. With these date with the dating life and stuff. Saying that when they go on the first date that women are expecting a certain type of like a date, like an expensive date or going to someplace expensive and all that, and so this is one of the topics that they were. This is the main. I should say one of the topic they were talking about. Let me go to the actual post so I can get more in detail. Stand by. Um,
Right on. But yeah, the dating is interesting. I know again, back to that Pop the Balloon show, man. It's interesting when you see it's the dude's time to pick. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a lineup of dudes and then the lady walks out versus when it's a lineup of ladies and the dude walks out. I'm saying I think we talked about that before where, as soon as the dude walk out there, if he ain't dressed right, if he ain't, got a certain look, if he might not even get through his introduction before balloons start popping.
you
yeah,
And
ain't
I
dark
remember,
enough. Shout out to
yeah,
my light skinned
man,
homies, man. Fuck the fuck.
too short. Yeah, all this. Didn't
that's
like what he was
wild.
wearing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy though, because it's like the dudes are are usually giving a lady a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like they usually got to hear something that it's usually something that the woman says. Like, yo, man, if you smoke, then I don't deal with smokers. If you do this, I don't deal with that. And dudes start popping their own shit because they know, hey, yo, man, she said, she ain't like smokers, so I pop my shit. But chicks be popping their shit before the dude even say anything,
Yeah,
As
my
soon
yo.
as he
man, my
walked
man
out,
popped
open his mouth.
my man popped the balloon and was like, "Hey, man, I ain't gonna be able to afford you, little mama." He said,
Straight
"Man,"
like that.
he said, "I
That's
make good
exactly like
money,
this.
and I still," he
Exactly
said,
what
"I'll
this
go
topic
broke
is
fucking
about.
with you."
Like,
So this lady was on
you,
a podcast, man, and
yeah.
they were asking her about what's a decent amount to spend on a first date. So she was like, I don't think it matters. She was saying that she believes the amount of money a man spends on the first date is not important. And says she stands behind that, but on a deeper level, they're saying with the intention of building life together rather than simply seeking an enjoyable dating experience. So, a lot of women disagree with that, which I think is bogus as well. That yeah, I don't it shouldn't matter about how much you spend, you know what I mean? You getting to know a person. I'm just met you, I'm not finna go out here and drop, $1,000 or some shit on a fucking first date, and this and that just because, that's what you expect and that's what you think. Nah, it don't
All
work
right,
like that.
so peep then. What was your first date with your old lady?
My first date was actually what is it? Hard Rock. Remember the little Hard Rock
Right.
restaurant? We went to the little Hard
So
Rock.
you had met her first, right? You didn't meet her there. You had met her and then you set up a plan. Now, did she have to tell you where to go, or did you say, "Hey, we going to the Hard Rock"?
We just picked the spot. We was out, we was out, trying to find something to do, and we just hey. Actually, the spot we was going to was another place, which wasn't nothing expensive either. Was wasn't available, so we just hey, let's go to the Hard Rock. It was right there, so that's what we did. It wasn't no, she wasn't no, none of that stuff. So it was cool.
Yeah, but you had fucked up in some women's eyes, though. Cat, what about you? We get back to it. What you have fucked up, but what about you?
Man, we actually, man, well, she kind of, man,
She
you know
deboed you.
what to
She
be.
said, "Get your
No,
ass
she
over here,
no,
little nigga."
she deboed me, man. Man, she was she lied to me, man. She was deceitful, man. She told me that she watched football. She told me she watched football. She was like,
Ah,
I go to all the Raider games and blah blah blah. And then so I'm like, all right, look, we go to the sports bar because you know my Bears was playing and I was doing the fantasy tough.
right,
We
right.
went there, was eating, and I noticed she wasn't even watching the game. Couldn't even really tell me what the quarterback was. I was like, yeah, she was capping. But I mean, the date was still cool.
Little
Afterwards,
big sis.
yeah, afterwards, you know what I'm saying? We just sat in the car and listened to, you know, old school jams for the rest of the night. And then we,
Yeah,
you know, went our separate ways. But, you know, it was a
right.
good night, man, you know. But I mean, I'll wait to tell some more stuff, but man, you know, I'll let you go ahead and go, Jay.
Oh yeah, that's peace, man. I mean, mine was pretty simple, to be honest. It was our squadron holiday party type shit. So I was working for one of them snooty fucking and well, one of them agencies up in DC and shit. And I had met her from riding bikes and shit like that. So we kind of knew each other, but you know, we hadn't been dating and no shit like that because that's just not what I was looking for at the time. And down at the bar with my homie, and I'm like, man, I need a date for my damn Christmas party and shit. He like, man, why don't you call up old girl, man? She was cool. And I'm like, man, she ain't really on it like that, man. I don't know if her taste is good enough to appreciate such fine accoutrement. But anyway, I was drunk as fuck, so I was like, fuck it. So I called, right? And this is some shit she fucked with me about all the time. So I gave her a number back in, it was a while ago type shit, maybe a few weeks ago. So I call her up on some player shit, but I was just being real. I was like, yo, I kind of expected to have heard from you by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck ain't you called me yet? Type shit. And she fucking hung up on me. She hung the shit up. And I'm like, what? And I'm down in the bar district and shit in DC. It's like, what the fuck? And I called her back. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on with our connection and stuff, but the long and the short, man, I've been kind of intimidated and stuff, to be honest. I meant to ask you out, earlier, but I got this Christmas party, and will you come to the Christmas party with me type shit. So the date was set up, you know what I'm saying, and the venue was set up. Like she didn't have to make no choices, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I was saying, Guap, early on when you were like, when we decided something, some of these chicks, man, they want the man to decide 100% what we doing. They don't want no we doing this shit. And I appreciate the we doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to take you to do something that you don't like to do, you know? But yeah, man, so we went to the Christmas party, which is a very different thing to civilians, right? Because she's thinking it's a party, you know what I'm saying? So she got her little short, party dress on and shit, and she thinking we going to dance and kick it, and it's a party. It's really like a formal dinner, semi-formal dinner with the little prizes and the bullshit. There ain't no whole lot of dancing. Like the agency I was with, it was a bunch of old ass cats, man. So she pulled up in that little dress, man. That shit was hilarious, dog. But we just, we had a good time
It
together,
made
man.
it
We
work.
always have fun together. Yeah, man. So, that's kind of how it worked. But I think um I think these girls they build the shit up too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain dates that are a bad fucking first date to begin with. And I'll give you one, the movies. The movies is a terrible fucking first date. That shit is terrible. Because you can't talk to each other during a fucking movie. So we show up, we talk on the ride, to the movie. You know what I'm saying? We buy the tickets or whatever, buy the $1 million popcorn or whatever. And then you gotta sit down and shut the fuck up for 2 hours.
But see, I say this too, though. I want to say this too. Okay, so even before you had that first date, obviously you have to meet that person before you even get to a point to establish that first date. So at that point in meeting that person, whether it be at a sports bar or wherever you're at, some kind of function, if you're showing interest, man, you having a conversation, those are some of the questions you should ask a person when you're trying to get to know somebody. What type of things you like to do, just basic questions. We like to eat, because you already, if you plan on, damn, I want to take this chick out. So you got to be setting that stuff up in your head, just so
Right,
you know. But then,
right.
like you said, you want to make a pick, but you want to make a pick that you know that she's going to be interested in, because, a
And
lot of times,
assuming that they ain't lying to you like some people. Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? How you gonna
man.
lie to the homie? How you gonna lie to the homie, yo?
Yeah, Tom.
Talking
So
about you watch football.
I never said I like football. I just like going to the games.
Mm,
hey, y'all in the
mm.
chat, man. Y'all in the chat, man. Say, speak
Yeah,
on it, man.
but I
Is the
wanna, I
chat
Put
jumping?
wanna.
it in the chat. It's
Yeah, the
going
chat is
on.
jumping. I want to say this. I want to say this, y'all. Like when it comes to the dating, I really think the social media and the music got everybody got really everybody fucked up when it comes to this dating shit. It's like the whole premise of the date is already kind of a whole facade because you're trying to project something that you're not. Like if you take a woman to the most expensive restaurant, like the bar is already set. Now you feel that you got to keep doing
Every
that shit
time.
and keep
Yup.
outdoing yourself. And whether she expected or not, you putting you putting more pressure on yourself. And then because of what I feel like some females see, what they see online or on social media, they feel like that's what a first date is supposed to be. They feel like that's what they deserve. Instead of trying to set something up to where y'all both can actually see what kind of vibe you on and see if y'all mesh well enough to even do something like that. Because it's like often you go on a date with somebody, then you mad like, man, I just spent motherfucking $300 on this shit. Then you don't even like the girl and don't want to talk to her and shit like that.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And then, or you spending $300 thinking that you're supposed to get some, and
Yes,
then you don't. Now you mad
yes.
as fuck because you like, man, well, at least she should have gave me some or topped me off or something. You know what I'm saying? Just being
Look,
honest. Like,
something
so it's
light,
just,
you know.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hot tool spit
Little
on that
little
thing.
handy,
Pause.
yeah. Hawk
And
tools
Yeah,
hey, but
spit
this
on
the
the
thing too,
thing.
man.
a
This
little
the
rub
thing
and
too.
tug or something,
Hey,
but
ladies, man,
Yeah,
listen. You can't be living at home with your mama still, and your ass working at Family Dollar and expecting somebody to take your ass go spend $400-500 on a fucking first date now.
then you take them out to the date and they talking about I want that lobster or that scrimp.
that let me get. Can I get that scrimp? They eating the fucking salad with the wrong fork and all the bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
they just they trying to tear the crab legs with their hands and shit.
yeah,
And they ain't even
cause
using the
like
crackers. They just
Cause honestly, man, cause you know, man, you know, man, you know, pockets heavy, you know what I'm saying? So
hey,
I gave wifey a whole bunch of tests and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just to see what she was on. And she'll tell
you
you,
give her
like,
tests.
man, I was giving all type of tests. Like, I'd take her to a restaurant, expensive restaurant, just to see what the fuck she order. I go to the store, like, we'll go to the store. She like, hey, I gotta pick up a couple items. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I gotta
Let's
get
see.
some too. I put my shit on there just to see if she throw her shit on with mine or she put the divider up there. All kind of shit. You know what I'm
How did it
saying?
play out there? How did it work out?
Man, you know
How
how
did
it
how did the
worked out.
divider shit go?
Oh, the
She
divider shit. I
just threw
put
her shit up there, didn't
no,
she?
she put the divider up there.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, word. And then I took it off and paid for it.
golf club.
Yeah,
I
you know what
know
I'm saying? We going
that, man. Yeah,
yeah. So, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I did all kind of shit because I'm like, I ain't want her to, get in that big body jag and then be like, oh man, I got one. Nah, you don't.
It's
Nah,
Jay,
you
the wife.
don't.
It's Jay.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
wild,
like,
Jay.
man.
yeah, like,
That's
nah, you
wild.
don't.
Man, another thing
But
that irks me too, man, is when she, pick this, pick some place. Where do you want to eat? Pick some place, and then you start naming our spots, and then she be like, "Nah, I don't like it. Nah." Well, hold on, man. Well, what the hell are you in the
I
mood for?
don't
Your
eat
ass ain't picking
fish.
the spot.
I don't eat stuff that swim. I don't eat stuff that move. I don't eat animals with hair on them. I don't eat leafy plants. I don't eat red stuff. Like, what the fuck?
You gonna eat this dick?
You stupid
Nah,
as
He said,
hell.
I wanna see you
You on the high
Pac-Man.
protein diet, huh?
yeah. But like, yeah, and another thing, man, wifey, when I took it to that expensive restaurant, hey, she didn't just say, "Oh, I want to get the lobster." She was like, "Hey, is it okay if I get this? Would you mind if I get this? If not, then I could get something else."
Say
And then that's when I was
word.
like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? But then was just a little test that I did just to make sure.
I will say,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I used to date one chick, man, and Captain, he gonna know exactly who I'm talking about, man, who had like these expensive tastes, man, and but wasn't living that life like that. Stayed at home with her mama, drove like she had a decent, she had an Acura, but just a regular life, worked the regular, but was all on the expensive shit. Gotta have Gucci this, Louis Vuitton that. You know what I'm talking about, Cap. You know,
Well,
so
keep
it was
talking.
like,
Oh, you
man,
know?
oh yeah, he know the
Mm,
person I'm talking about. He know exactly what I'm talking about. Was trying to
yep.
live that lifestyle and wasn't living like that, but wanted to be living like that. So it was like it made it rough, man. And I'm and the one like I couldn't do a lot of stuff, but I did do a few of the things. I bought a little bags one time and stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. But it was like, yo, I hope you don't think this is an expectation every time.
I,
So and then she chilled out after a while. It was kind of chilled
I
out.
ain't gonna front, man. So like I said, I wasn't really looking for a relationship, man. I was just, I needed a date for that fucking Christmas party, to be honest. But like I said though, I mean on the real, man, I wasn't trying to walk up in that thing by myself, but I need a little arm candy, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like I said, we rode motorcycles together and stuff every now and then. And I mean, I had went to the club with her and her friends and shit like that, So I mean, we had a cool friend vibe, and then after the Christmas party, we decided we want to spend more time with each other. You know what I'm saying? After that Christmas party,
Team
but
Right.
P.
after the Christmas party, but she about to fuck me up, but we just started, going out and shit, man. And she don't have what I call super expensive taste, man. I mean, she had, a couple expensive purses and shit like that, man. But that was just never really her vibe, man. I remember her sister was she just heard the fucking podcast, but her sister was about to give birth to my niece, who is also here, that was stranded on a fucking jet ski with me. But yeah, man. So I threw her the keys of my car. It was in January and shit. And I had a little 530 Beamer, and she had the worst fucking car that anybody could ever get. What's the worst
The
car that you can
Ultima, not
get?
the Ultima.
Nah, it wasn't an Altima.
She had a
It's like an
Pinto.
SUV. It's like an SUV.
Not
The
Uh,
worst
not
SUV
the Kia,
ever. It's one of them nah, it's one of them
not the Kia
crossover
Sportage.
shits. Think about it. We talking about like
one of them, one
2009.
of them amigos. Oh,
Nah, she ain't had no Amigo. Yo, you probably seen the car, Cap. She had one of them fucking Pontiac Aztecs.
Ooh,
oh man,
that's
I do remember that whack ass Aztec. Sorry, Eric, man. She was trash.
She know that shit was trash. But anyway, something was going on with the Aztec, so she took my car. And again, the Christmas party was just in December. So here it is, January. And I mean, that's a 530 Beamer, man. That's an all right car, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, fuck it, man. Take the keys, go. You trying to see your niece get born? I know you trying to get there. I want you to get there. Take the keys, type shit. And she went up there, and I guess there was a couple comments and stuff on some. Well, I hope you ain't just falling for a nigga with a car. Somebody talk to her like that. You don't be falling for no nigga with a car. But yeah, it's funny how that works. Now I got like all the cars. I got a big ass crib, pools
I
and
guess it
shit.
worked out for her.
Yes, yeah, I guess it worked out, huh? I wasn't just a nigga with a car. I'm a nigga with a few cars. But anyway, I say all that to say, man, she ain't have expensive taste like that, so it was easy. You know what I'm saying? Like she like, man, I like ribs, and I like a lot of them type shit. I'm like, fuck, this motherfucker like that. All right, then. I'll lick your fingers off, girl. Shit, let's go. You know what I'm saying? We used to hit the wing stop up. Like,
Gristle
that's
down
one of
to the
my favorite
bone gristle.
places, bro. Yeah. Speaking Scud Missile Heat Seeking. Johnny Blazing. But yeah, man, we used to hit up the wing stop and shit down the street from the crib. And we just had fun doing easy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do the easy shit, bro. It ain't all about the, stuffy and, putting on, all the fly shit and all that all the time. Like you gotta get to know somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Do shit to get to
Ain't all
know
about it
people.
ain't all about status and all of that, man.
Nah, man. Cause like me and
Mm.
wifey, man, we just have some of the best times when it come to Veterans Day, man. We try to go hit up
Oh
as many spots as we can. We
my
make a sport out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then we just be sitting back taking pictures of all how we just came up for the night.
Right?
You know what I'm
Divvying
saying?
up.
Like I said, man,
It's
we just
like
be in the
Halloween
crib.
and shit.
Yeah, we just be in the crib rolling
hey,
around, listening
he
to the
got he got he
90s
got
music.
meatloaf grease all in his beard.
Man,
You be
meatloaf
eating that
grease.
random shit. You got fucking potato skins from one spot. You got fucking a rib basket from another spot. A couple cheeseburgers. All the
Man.
shit. None of the shit
Then
match.
then get that other late night snack look like your face got slapped with Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? Copping straight shine.
Hey,
Man.
hey, hey.
Joanne put in there about the 50-50, man. What y'all know about that 50-50 time? When
Hey,
that check show up. What you doing when that
hey,
check show up?
JT said, man, she going Dutch. That's what I'm talking
Say
about, man. And you
word.
know what? It ain't wrong with a woman saying that. There's nothing
Or,
wrong with
or,
that.
or grab the motherfucker then. Grab that bitch like a boss. Like, hey, I got you. Know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, word.
JT, just spending time with each other is what it's all about. And you
Man,
ain't lying.
she
You
take the
ain't
check
lying.
and go home and put you in the book.
Hey,
Yep.
yo, what the fuck?
My man said, "Get man, that's." But hey, man, I man,
stand in the land. They getting slid off. Stand in the land.
hey,
Stand up
man,
in it.
hey, if definitely if she paying for something, she getting a blue chew for sure.
Oh, she getting that blue chew?
Yeah,
That
she
blue
for
chew
sure.
crazy.
She pay for something. She definitely getting that blue chew for sure.
Oh man, that's crazy as
That
hell.
blue chew peen is serious. She getting
Hey,
that
did
for
we
sure.
hear Rock Man chime in there for a second? He say something in the background?
He probably
Or
was
did,
giggling with that tongue flap.
did the cat catch his tongue?
Literally.
That's fucking crazy, man. But yeah, man. So back to the topic though. What were they saying in the podcast that,
It was just saying
about
she was gonna kiss. It was just really them asking her the questions, man. It was so they were saying she was probably gonna receive a lot of backlash from other females, 'cause there's a lot of females that feel differently about that. That don't think that they think that she, these first dates should be expensive or dates in general should be expensive as dates. And
man, I
she was
tell
saying,
you what, man. Back to that Pop the Bubble show. One of these motherfuckers said the realest shit in the world to one of these chicks, yo. He was like, hey, yo, you've been walking around all your life thinking you the prize, huh? He's like, yo, man, you the prize to all the men that you don't want. Know what I'm saying? Like the man that you do want, hey yo, he's the prize. Know what I'm saying? So don't be out here, know what I mean, trying to treat me like I'm less than. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Hey,
you ain't the
that man was
prize all the
listening to Kevin.
time.
That man was listening to Kevin Samuels,
And
man. They took that man out because he was dropping them gems.
mm, he was dropping some shit every now and then, man. He was saying he was reckless with his shit sometimes too.
hold
But
on, she's saying, "Guap, I'm quiet. What I'm quiet about? I'm sitting here talking. What she talking about? What I'm quiet about?"
nah, I cut you off a couple times, man. But yeah, man, I don't know. When it comes to the concept of these women ruining good men, though, let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, I don't know that dog ass dudes, because that's usually what people think a bad man is. He's a dog ass dude or he's disrespectful. It's usually related to infidelity on some level though, man. But
Man, hey, let me tell you,
go
this is
ahead.
how women, this is how women fuck up good men, right? So
Mm,
I don't know if I sent this to the chat, but it was this dude who had got with this chick. He put her up on game. He helped her build her, like, get her business set up, build her business up, getting all her financial shit in good standing, helping her grow, helping her get to the bag. Next, he giving her money, doing everything he can to make sure she succeed in life, even if it's not with him, right?
mm,
Next thing you know, she cheat on him. And then he like, well, why you cheat on me? And she start going through this whole shit, like bullshitting around. He like, no, why you cheating on me? And then she like, I cheating on you because your dick small. And he like, well,
Man, I
shit.
seen that on Tubi, dog. I seen that on
Yeah,
Tubi.
but he like, well, if my dick was small, why ain't you stop fucking with me then? Why you fucking with me taking my money
all in
that
the
let
beginning,
I'm
goddamn.
building you up. You all thought you ain't think my dick was too small then, but now I done got you up. Now my dick too small. You know how they try to hit you below the belt. A one man, that's another thing. Not to get off the subject, but a woman will say some shit to you, dog, that'll make you want to kill a motherfucker, dog. They know how to
Hey,
get under
maybe
you
your
and hit
shit
you
just
where it
too
hurts.
big.
I'm
But
saying maybe you one of them huge Arnold Schwarzenegger pussy chicks. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
motherfucking can fit a whole
You
arm in
got
that
that get to
bitch.
the cheek, but you got to do it in the
but
whole pussy ass.
but to get back on it, is like, but he right though. It's like I was cool enough when I was helping you out. Now all of a sudden, now this is an issue when I got you to this status. And that's the shit that how women be fucking up. That's just one story. Not saying all stories happen like that, but I'm just saying that's how some stories are, man. Or like you say, a dude to be whining and dining or trying to do stuff and be a good guy, but she wants something that's total opposite. You know, them women that say, "Oh, I want a good guy, I want a good guy," but just like popping the
Mm,
balloon shit, how you know what's a
mm.
good guy when as soon as you see somebody, you already judging them, and it's like, oh, they don't fit this perfect being that they don't check off all the things on your list. You want to throw all of it away because like I've seen a lot of women, a guy will check off the most important things, but the shit that don't matter, that's the shit that will just fuck it all up.
Right,
And that's crazy.
right.
Like one of my friends, man, she looking for a dude. Dude got everything that she asking for. Oh, you too short.
Uh,
Oh, I like my I
That's a
oh
tough
man,
one.
She don't
you
want
know
the
what I'm
short
saying? Oh,
king,
this
huh?
or oh that.
That's tough. Oh,
But but I'm just saying,
yeah.
Don't
I
say don't
understand,
say
man.
you want
I
the don't say you
understand.
want the important things, but then the things that's like really not that important, that's the vain shit. That's the shit that's stopping you from getting your blessing. And that's the pop of the balloon shit. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And MA, like maybe dude was tricking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was tricking, but maybe she was kind of leading him on for him to do this stuff because he not just some people will just be tricking, but the way he was talking, it kind of seemed like he was really digging his chick and he thought they was gonna build something together. And she played him in the end. So,
That's
but
why you can't,
I'll let y'all jump in,
you
pause.
can't give too much right away, man, off the jump. You know what
But
I mean? You gotta.
I don't think this was off the jump. I'm thinking this is like as time
Years
progressed.
type
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? I don't know if it was years, but I'm just saying I don't think he did
Yeah.
all of that with first meeting. They had to have
Right.
some.
I don't know, man. I'm somewhat guilty of that shit, man. Cause I don't know, man. I don't know how to hold shit in reserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's somebody that I'm really into for real, then hey, man, I'm all in till you fuck it up, and that's on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's somewhat worked for me in the past. Sometimes it don't work, but I don't know how to be no different. You know what I'm saying? I just, I got a giving heart, as they say.
That's just your
So
personality.
Yeah, man, it's hard for me to turn that shit off. Like, like I said in, a previous podcast, man, we all go grab a bite or whatever, grab drinks, man. I ain't got no problem picking up tabs, doing nothing, man, especially if I'm up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to hang around people that wouldn't do the same for me if I was down type shit. So, I just try to show my appreciation on that front. And I just don't I guess it's some things that I hold in reserve. I mean, my kids are a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, when I was doing my single parent thing and stuff, like, you weren't just meeting my kids as my girl or no shit like that
Yeah,
until we
yeah,
really get some shit, solidified. And, I'm sure that you okay with kids and I'm sure that you gonna be a good person for my kids and shit. So that was a thing for me. But I think this shit starts earlier though, bro. My fucking villain arc, it's fucked up. My villain arc started early. You know what I'm saying? It's because I was a little broke ass dude in the sixth grade or whatever. When I finally, like girls would kind of try to talk to me and shit, but I didn't really know how to take it, you know what I'm saying? So when I finally got around to kind of asking girls, out and stuff like that, man, they was fucking me up, bro. They was fucking me up. I know you ain't asking for my number with them Joe laps on. I know you not asking for my
hey,
number with that same, you only got 5 days worth of clothes type shit. Like they was coming at
Man,
your
they was
boy.
joning on your ass.
Man, they was joning on me so bad, bro. Man, I had God, saddest shit ever, yo. I wrote my little note out and shit, and it had the yes and no check
had the yes
boxes,
and no
yo.
checks box.
Man, this chick, she circled the no, she checked the no, she put an X in the no, she drew a fucking washing machine on the fucking note, yo. Awesome, yo, man, you need to wash, your clothes type shit. Like she played me
See, that's what
so
I'm
bad,
saying. They
bro.
knew how to get you, and that fucked up your
Oh man,
self-esteem,
and
dog.
that was my villain arc right there. As
Hey,
soon as I got to the eighth grade and then the ninth grade, and I was like, wait a minute, I might fuck around and be the man in a minute, man. Hold up. And man, girls started, hey, you want to date? I date one girl. Then I know how to say no to nobody. Everybody who was showing me some attention, I know how to say no because I didn't know when the next chick, the chick that I had was gonna play me. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I'm like, fuck, I don't believe you. Here's another one. Here's another one until you got about 4 or 5 of them, and then they get you on that three-way game. Remember the three-way phone calls and shit from back in the
Oh, they
day?
sure
You,
will, and you don't even know
Man,
they on the
what?
other line.
I could hear the shit though. Like I was up on game. Like
you
I
gotta
picked
be
the
up
shit
on it,
up.
man. You hear
But
that little click.
when you hear that little click,
You
yeah.
hear that click? Yeah, man. I was like, yeah, I'll star 69 you back. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't got her number. Oh man, I was foul with it, bro. That shit caught up to me. But yeah, man, like I think there's a conversation to be had with these young adults, man, when they in adolescence and stuff and they starting a boyfriend girlfriend thing. Like have conversations with your kids about protecting people's feelings. That don't mean you gotta bend over and do whatever the fuck they say, pause.
Were
But
you doing the
man,
bending?
yeah, you do independent, but oh, that's stupid as hell. But yeah, man, like tell them like there's a way. And nowadays, man, these women are super nervous about turning down a dude. Like dudes are knuckling up chicks and all types of shit. They bottle manning chicks. Like, they like, hey, mama, what's good? Whoop wham. She like, no, thank you. I got a man. Like, well, I don't give a fuck about your man, blah, blah, blah. And then when she get rude with him, he bottle man her across the face and shit, like
See,
like
that's that
she's a
foul
grown
shit,
man.
man. That's that foul shit.
Yeah, man. But they got to be careful on how they say no, even nowadays, which is wild as fuck. So, but yeah, man, we just gotta. I think we gotta train
Yeah,
or at
but
least
you gotta
teach
be
our
careful too,
kids.
because a lot of these
Hey,
females out here are strapped up too, like these dudes now. And you
hey,
pull
man,
that
she
shit,
is,
and the
hey,
motherfucker pull out
That
and
little
bust
she,
a
baby
couple in you,
380.
couple in your
hey,
ass.
she'll catch that Chicago like, um, poetic justice. Hey, my man wasn't gonna take too many insults, dog.
Mm.
But You know, AJ, but I just want to piggyback on what you were saying, man. Real talk. It do start at the home, man. It starts with parents, your men teaching boys how to be a man, women teaching women how to be women, how to be wives, and dads, just being a bigger part in the process and showing your daughter like this is how a man is supposed to treat you, like, and vice versa. Like, because too many times within the household, uh, you know, the women is always telling the daughter because she by herself, men ain't shit. But I don't want to use the other word, but you know what I mean. Men ain't shit. They ain't shit. Get what you can get. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? It's like it starts there, man. It's the psychological shit.
It's not only that though, too, man. It's also what they see. Because you can say all of that and preach that to your kids, but if your relationship is jacked up, or they see you arguing and fighting, or you putting hands on a woman, or vice versa, man, they see that, and that's a learned thing. They think that, okay, this is
Creature of habit.
this is what it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to be like. Because I see my mom doing this and my dad doing this. I see, you got dudes that be out here, out here skating out on their female and had a kid with them. Had a kid with them and be out here doing anything with another chick. You know what I'm saying? They had a kid. Oh, so listen, man, I'm gonna turn and look. There's an Xbox here, man. Go and play the video game. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to the room. I'll be back. It's Jay. Some cat dog. They ain't say I did that, but I'm saying there's people out there that been like that, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And those examples are very important, man. That's why, I got a real hard time, no bullshit. I got a real hard time hanging out with dudes that don't take care of their fucking kids, man. Like
Me
that's
too.
Man, bro, I'm trying to tell you, that shit is hard. And I mean, I talked to you about, one of my peoples and shit that I had an issue with and everything. And it's legit fucking difficult, man. That shit because I can't put that shit away. You know what I'm saying? When we out here kicking it and shit, and I know you're not taking care of home the way you could be, and that's not even passing judgment on nobody's style or no shit, but when you just blatantly showing, it's just disrespectful to your kid when it's just apparent that you're not putting time in and shit, man. Like I can't do it, bro, cuz my kid going to see me hanging out with you and he might pick up some shit off of you that, well, your friend was doing it type shit. So, and he's cool for whatever reason, because it's weird who your kids think is cool type shit. You know what I'm saying? The parents ain't cool. It's going to be somebody else that's in close proximity that your kid might gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? To have that conversation when they scared to talk to you. I want to have solid cats all the way around so they have somebody to talk to.
Even
And
Yep.
with
if
your
you
lady,
pumping my
man.
son
Even
with
with your lady.
bullshit, yeah, fucking right.
Because
Fucking
you
right,
can't,
man.
I got friends, that I wouldn't bring my lady around, stuff like that, because I know the type of shit they be on, and you don't want nobody to stand. They see that. Oh, that's who you hang with. That's what
That's
you know.
how
What I'm
you
saying, that's the type of
moving.
shit. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I might be cool with you, but I ain't finna fuck with you, like that. I fuck with you from a distance because I already know how you move. That's your business.
Yeah, that's peace, man. I think we done beat this one a little bit. I mean, this is one
Yeah,
of
yeah,
those
yeah. Let's move
conversations,
on,
man,
man.
we
Let's
can
move
keep
on,
coming
man.
back
Let's ride.
to. All right, let's talk about
Yeah, but
BBL
I do
Christmas.
appreciate JT with the comments, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
fucking right.
Ish, you know what I'm saying, out here in Cali. So I don't know where her and wifey is, man. They probably in the streets somewhere, you know what I'm saying, after this. Man, hey man, speaking of wifey, man, man, she did busted one of the zippers on weight luggage, bro.
No, she fucking didn't.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. Man, she always messing up some good expensive equipment.
You might be able to
Lucky we
take
got the
it.
warranty. I
Yeah, I was
took it
about to
back.
say.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
to take it
yeah.
to get
Hey,
Best I know she gonna be mad for me telling that story, man. She always messing up some stuff, man. And then she wonder why I'm mad. Tell
Just so
some
y'all
you
know,
always mad. But yeah, they probably in Frisco somewhere. And my homeboy, MA, man, old JJ, man, he out here, man, you know, commenting. Appreciate all the comments. Erica, she always stay in there. JT, appreciate it. Go through.
About to say something, then he got ghosts and shit. But all right, man, BBL Drizzy, bro. I guess on the Joe Budden podcast, shout out to Joe Budden and all them motherfuckers, man. But I guess Drake and Joe Budden kind of have a love-hate relationship type shit. Like, they had a beef back in the day. I don't know if many people remember it. And truth be told, Joe Budden kind of ate his lunch and they beef. But anyway, they were talking about why Drake and Kendrick and this whole beef and why everybody's jumping on Kendrick's side type shit and nobody is coming to save Drake. And part of the narrative was that, man, Drake be trying to fuck with everybody's chicks, man. He be, he don't want his own girl. He wants somebody else's girl. And we talking about not just rappers, we talking about athletes, tech dudes, anybody with big bags, you know what I'm saying? Drake has basically built up this reputation that he's coming for your chick. And which is crazy because you put me on to Degrassi actually because you used to watch fucking Degrassi back in the day, talk
I
about
did.
wheelchair Jimmy and shit.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm
Whatever
like,
it takes, I'm gonna make it through.
that's
Face
wild.
says.
But it's just wild imagining, wheelchair, Jimmy taking people's girls or whatever. But what's up with that though? Have you ever been in a season where you just felt like you had to take other people's chicks? Like y'all ain't never had a season like that? Guap, I can't hear you,
Man,
brother.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man.
my
I
bad. I
don't know
was
what
muted.
you got
Go
something to
ahead,
say, Guap?
Cap. Go ahead. I'll come in after you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, man,
Pause.
low key, if people don't know how I got the name Cap, you
Ah,
know what I'm
that
saying?
was a setup, boy. That was a
Yeah,
setup.
it
That's an
was a
alley
setup,
oop.
you dirty motherfucker, man.
Hey, go
Man,
on and spit it.
so everybody started calling me Cap for Captain Saverhole from E40. I wanna be saved, but it wasn't me though. Like, like one story, my homeboy was talking to this girl, and um, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna hook you up with my homegirl." I'm like, "Bet." Not knowing the whole time, I'm talking to her. So when it's time for me to go scoop chick up, she like, "Hey, I got something to tell you." I'm like, "What?" She like, "Hey, I'm such and such." I'm like, "Ah." So right off the jump, bro code, I call a homie like, "Hey man, your girl, I'm thinking I'm talking to a buddy. I'm talking to her." I was like, "Man, I just want to let you know it's foul. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off." He like, "Man, fuck that bitch. Go ahead." My dumb ass was like, bashing it.
Oh no, you didn't.
I did what I was supposed to do. I told him, and he said, "Go," because I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Nah, man. She wants you. She choosing." Hey, then as soon as I
Let
knock
her
her down,
choose.
then I'm the bad guy. So then I get the thing, hey, don't take your girl around this man. He taking chicks. And I'm like, bro, the shit just kept, it was just like in that time frame, man, the shit just kept happening to me, bro. Like, and I'm doing the right thing though. Well, I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing by telling them, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But
Right,
no.
right, right.
So I got
Now, see, now it makes sense to me. See, Jay, let me tell you something. So we
because
was
it
on
is
the
some
way.
because it is some people that I ain't gonna even name that did the shit too. But I'll let the shit slide. But you know what I'm saying? Nigga want to chuckle and shit. We'll we'll do a we'll do a Michael Jackson spin move on your ass. Do a remember the time and pop up with your
He's spinning the dust, and next thing you know, he's leaving with your broad.
Nah, listen, man, listen. Nah. It was
no,
listen. It was.
but go ahead,
We had
Guap, go ahead.
it was. I mean, I know. Little big sis here, but we just, but before her time, way before her time. So
Way
yeah,
before
we
her time.
it was a little
They
stable.
just stories. They just
In Kuwait,
stories.
stories. Yeah, it was a little story time. We had a little stable in Kuwait, man. So it was like on our days off, it was like.
Yo, you can't just slide by a stable. Can you please explain to our audience in this audio adventure what a stable is, sir?
When you have, say you got a stable, you got some horses, you got a few thoroughbreds in the stable, you might have, a couple of, championship ponies in there,
Right, right.
you got a couple that's,
Clydesdale or two.
that you grooming to get to that level, but you got a few in the stable,
Okay, okay.
every now and again, one of them get crazy, you got to put them down. Well,
Right.
other than that, the stable always stayed full. So he had, this one little Kuwaiti chick named Sarah. I remember, man, and Sarah came to the crib. Sarah was banging. I mean, that little Arabic chick was off the chain.
Right. Okay,
And I don't
okay.
even remember how the whole story went, but she came over to see Cap, and after that, she ended up with me. You know.
Oh, and let me tell you another
You
story.
had to
So,
skip a little bit, though.
hey,
Like, wait
hey,
a minute.
hey,
Wait a minute.
hold on. Let me tell you another one. So it was this one, they used to get there was this one I was messing with, and next thing you know, like I was like, man, I'm stop fucking with her. Like, I can't take it.
Wait, you talking about
Next
the
thing
one
you
that wanted
know,
you to take out the country?
yeah, then next thing you know, I hear somebody playing the guitar on the phone with this man. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, so now she writing songs for you now? Like this man.
Yo. He took the John Lennon chick from you, dog. Oh
listen,
no. Amy
but listen
Winehouse
though, but
face
listen,
Hey,
ass.
this the
took the
thing though,
John
man. This
Mayer
is the thing though,
face
man.
ass.
It was all cool because
Right.
we was just out having fun, man. So it wasn't like it was nobody that was like, you trying to be in a relationship with. It was like, okay, you passed the homie around, it's like that kind of thing.
Hey, I didn't really care. I didn't really
But I
care.
should
But
have said
when
something
that
to him like that. It was like it just kind of popped up on him, and I was like, hey man, I'm, it just was,
yeah, it's
he
just
hit
the
me up.
fact that that man didn't and like I ain't care. But I'm just like, so you ain't gonna tell me she over here Amy Winehouse and shit. You
Damn.
she in a land,
She's
so
singing,
you ain't gonna tell me you got Alanis Morissette on face ass.
she got the Tracy Chapman fast car face ass.
Yeah, I mean,
She
she
was
putting
wild.
on concerts for this man. He
She
gonna
got
try. He couldn't mute the phone fast enough. She over there.
when
Down,
she got
down,
Zing,
down,
drunk.
zing,
down,
She
down,
got
zing.
down,
like
down.
she liked the drinks. When she got drunk, she was off the chain.
I like that. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I said, it was right after my villain arc, yo. Or like right after it started, man. Young dude in college and shit, and even my senior year in high school, man. I hated to see a chick with a dude where she looked so much better than him that the couple looked mismatched. You know what I mean? Like when you see a couple and you like, man, how the fuck did this dude get that chick type
Well,
shit?
come to Miami. You see
I
that all the time.
Nah, well, I know they got bread down there, but in high school, it
Yeah.
kind of is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is kind of before some of the bread games, and I'm like, shit, man, I got a mouthpiece. I can talk my way into some action type shit. So, man,
Hey,
I used to
hold up. Hey,
deliberately.
Eric in the chat saying, seriously, how you guys feel about messing with the same girl? If it ain't nobody, I'm
Anyway,
listening.
so so anyway, so I was like, yo. I gotta get a mom. And it's like Pokemon, bro. But I especially had to break up the chick that was with that loser ass dude that I knew didn't deserve that chick, at least in my mind's eye. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I was around that bitch in my villain arc, dog. I was doing them dirty. I was doing them dirty as fuck, boy. I was knocking them down and giving them away, calling their boyfriend on three-way and shit while they on the. I was nasty with it, bro. I was nasty.
I tell
But
you, I gotta tell you a story, man. Tell y'all a story. Okay, we finna hit story time with Guap real quick. So it's when I was in the
mm,
military, man. So the first wife, man. Was going, still going through some stuff. She had did some pretty foul shit, man, off and on. And I tolerated a lot of shit, man. Cause I
she
was,
did some
we had our
old ex-wife shit.
listen,
You know what I'm
listen.
saying? She did some
I'm finna
ex-wife
tell.
shit.
So I'm gonna give y'all one example. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This is how like trying to stay committed. Cause we had a kid, my oldest son together, man. So it was like I wasn't, the type to be wanting to get divorced, try to work through stuff. Like I was stationed at my first base, so I even took another assignment to be an instructor, just to kind of so I could be home more, cause that day on day off shit we had in the fire department, it became a hindrance, man, or whatever for her. So anyway, I'm in rescue school. I'm gonna give you a story. I'm just gonna give you this one story, and I'm gonna go tell you the rest. So I was in rescue school, right? This was in San Angelo, Texas. We were stationed in San Antonio. She back in San Antonio. So I'm like 3 weeks in, right? She hit me. She called me up talking about, oh, she got an STD. Talking about I done gave her
Oh,
STD.
word.
I'm like, hold up. I said,
This
Hey,
is
that
where the
man had that
story is going.
fire. That man had
What?
that fireman, huh?
listen,
She
listen,
got
listen.
that
Listen. And I
ta-da.
don't tell a lot of people this story, so I'm sharing this with the entire world right now. Whoever listening is what it is.
That's
So
peace.
I'm like, how the fuck that's happened? Like, I'm here and you there. How the fuck you say I gave you some shit? So like, I go back. So the Brooks Air Force Base was very small, man. So our doctor that we had, like, I was knew this dude. He's a lieutenant colonel, but I knew this guy on a personal. I could call him by his first name. We was just that cool, white dude, man.
Yeah.
So I come back. I drive a little 3 hours, man. I got to go back, and this was like 19. This was 2000. This was 2000. So I go back. Got to go get tested. And I don't know if some of y'all remember. It's different now. I guess when they test the little STD shit, but back then we had to go get the STD test. It was this motherfucking long ass metal rod about like this with a cotton swab on the end of that shit.
WAP had that
So motherfucker,
flamethrower.
yeah. So motherfucker got to take your
Oh, you
shit.
had that Wooyuk?
Yeah, motherfucker, take
Oh,
your shit,
oh
man, and swap.
shit.
You talk about fucking painful, bro. Painful. Motherfucker got to swab your shit, man. Painful. So they
Oh
do that shit,
shit.
man. So test come back. Guess what? My shit negative. I ain't got shit. Oh, motherfucker, doctor looking at me like, cause he like when I came in, he was looking at me all crazy, man. Like how could on some how could you type shit. Like cause we knew
You
this dude like
dirty dog.
so when the shit come back
Oh.
negative, and he's like, oh shit, like now he's looking at her and shit. Like what the fuck, I'm looking
And she
like,
was there. She was there at the Yami.
yeah,
She
when I
was
had to
at
get
the
the
appointment.
yeah, no, yeah, when I had to
Oh
get the results and
shit.
shit, yeah.
Oh shit.
So now the motherfucker talking about well, this shit must have lied dormant or some shit. I said, hold on, man. Listen, you forget I'm in the fire department, man. We motherfucking do all this goddamn what's that shit called? Jason, we used to do that shit we used to study with all the fucking STDs and
Blood
blood
passage and
pathogens.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Silent
yeah.
war shit.
Mm-hmm.
Silent
Yeah.
war. Listen, man, we study this shit because we got to be around this shit when it comes to emergencies. Come on, man.
Right.
Don't think I don't know what the fuck how this shit work. You know what I'm saying?
So she had did they say exactly what it was? Like can you disclose what it was? Oh, is that clearly clap, 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 clap?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
shit.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
So,
So she
you know
had
what I'm
to she had
saying?
to clap land dormant and
Yeah.
shit. That's fucking
What you try to
crazy.
say? I tried to say it was dormant in me. Motherfucker, the only thing that lie dormant in the motherfucker is goddamn herpes. Don't no clap lie. If you got the clap, you got the clap.
You
Ain't no
got the
dormant
clap.
shit. You know what I'm
God
saying?
damn.
So yeah, man. So that was like but this is one story, man. So long story short, I ended up getting divorced from her, man. I caught her. Caught her some shit in airman leadership school. She was out there. I had went to the same airman leadership school. She went after me after we had got promoted. I got promoted before her.
Yeah.
So I knew the school at the back of my nigga. I drove 6 hours because it was some foul shit. Because it's like, yo, she
Like Matt
calling me.
Barnes and
I
shit.
never get a
You
hold
got
of
your
her, man.
Matt
It's
Barnes
me.
off?
I'm at home with our son, man. She got here. fucking off. I got a homeboy that's in the class with her old boy. Just he keeping tabs for me because I already knew what was. He telling me everything. Telling me everything that's going on. She didn't know I knew old boy. He telling me everything. So I drive 6 hours out to Altus, Oklahoma. I know you know Altus. Drive out
That's
there,
in the middle of nowhere too.
catch her some shit. I go to her room, bro. She had already been in ALS like a couple of weeks, man. Her suitcase is in the room. She left the door was unlocked. I went in the room. Because like I said, I stayed in the same dorms. So I knew this shit like the back of my hand. I go in the dorm room, man, go in the room. The suitcase is still sitting there with the luggage and the shit. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't even you been here for a few weeks and you ain't unpack your shit? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I see, I'm finding little phone numbers and shit. I call one again, how you know my wife. Motherfucker, I said, listen, bro, it ain't even about you, bro. I'm just trying to find out how you know my wife, man. I think I'm seeing your number here, so I'm calling to see who the fuck it is. Man, do they want to have nothing to say? So I end up catching up with her, man. Long story short, I found her with two dudes out in the hallway or whatever, on the balcony, some shit. Now, check this out. If you, Jay, if you standing around talking to a female, right, or say you talking to two females, and your wife walk up, what's the first thing you gonna do? If she don't know them,
I'm
what's the
gonna
first thing you gonna do?
introduce you like, hey, yo, this is my old lady. This is such and such, and such and
If
such.
it
This is
ain't
my
if
old
it ain't
lady.
nothing, right? If it ain't nothing,
Yeah,
what you
I
do?
mean, yeah, right.
Nigga, she looked at me, mouth drop. What are you doing here? These dudes looking at me like, who the fuck is this?
Fuck
You know
is
what I mean?
this?
Bet. You know what? Dunzo. I'm like, Dunzo. Drove back. I heard it be on the phone with a supervisor,
Um,
blah, blah, blah. This was going on, yada, yada, yada. Well, I was
oh
out, bro.
shit.
That's how I ended up getting custody of my son because she was fucking up. So I'm one of the few fathers,
Uh,
that they
wow.
had custody of their kid. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. But it's like I went
It's
through a
fucking
lot, bro.
tough.
Went through a lot, to go through that shit. Being, trying, like you said, trying to that was my breaking point. For me, right there was
Yep.
my breaking point. So I had to, sayonara, hasta la vista. You know. So
Let
yeah,
the
Yeah.
villain art
Hey,
begin.
hey, man. I just want to, take a step back, man, to the question. What I'm saying, Erica put in the chat. Me personally, I don't try or like mess with other, chicks that my homeboy didn't mess with. Um, what I'm saying? Only because if it gets serious, they always gonna have something to say. And then you gonna want to fight that motherfucker. Like they're gonna be clowning you. But as you get older, man, sometimes you just don't care about that shit. Like honestly, like
Yeah,
when you young, you do. When you get
yeah,
older, hey, like they say, somebody's trash may be somebody's treasure. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't help who you fall in love with. You know what I'm saying? If it come to that. Now, if it's somebody that I don't care about, like not saying I don't care about like that, but somebody that I'm just dating and it didn't work out. Hey, if it worked out for you, I'm cool with that. Like if I stop talking to her and you want to talk to her, I'm cool with that. Like I don't take it as all you didn't took my chick, because how can you take something that wasn't mine? And she
but it
ain't
all
got no
depends. It
ring
all
on it.
depends on like with our situation. Like when me and Kat was over there, we knew we were
Yeah.
just having fun, man. So
Yeah, we just having fun. Like I didn't really
don't
know.
even
I ain't
nothing
really
like
care
like
about
that.
that
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
I know that he had one chick that at one point he was kind of, in a relationship with or whatever. That was his thing. I was, but I was cool with the chick. We was all cool. We all hang out and shit. But that was his thing. But we had some ones that we messed around with or whatever, and just it was just whatever.
for the
No,
audience,
I
those are
know.
called bust downs.
Yeah, yeah. But if I know if I got a homeboy, he dating a chick and they in a relationship, whatever, and they break up, and then the chick try to come at me, I'm like, nah, I can't do it because it's bro code. It's like, listen, man, bro. Or I would at least if I was feeling that chick and was like, hey, bro, this such and such, man, had a little conversation, man. How you feel about if I talk to old girl, blah blah blah, and he gonna say yeah,
Right.
nay. If he not feeling it, I'm gonna respect him because I knew him. That was my boy. We tight like that before her. Bro, you all right, bro? I
Right.
got you. You know what I'm saying? And leave that alone. Cause it ain't, you know what I'm saying, with the friendship. That like you said, that shit might ain't even work out. Now you done lost a friend because you done try
Mhm.
to do some shit that didn't even work out. So
But see, on the real though, like you got to be honest about that shit. Like, no matter what side of that situation you're on, you know what I mean? Like, don't try to play fucking tough. Like, oh, go ahead, man, it's all good.
but you
And
feeling some
then, you know
type
what
of
I'm
way.
saying? You see us hugged up. or you come through and you see her unmentionables and she in a robe or some shit in the crib. Like, don't get mad now, cause yo, I asked you straight up, hey bro, she's trying to, you know what I mean, and you know how I get down. So what is it gonna be? And if Buddy on some tough shit, like, yeah, man, I don't really care type shit, and he really does, hey yo, man, well, that's on you now, bro. I gave you a
Hey,
chance. I gave you a chance. You
now
know how I
let
am.
me let me get back to this, man. What I was telling you about the ex-wife, man. So this was the whole point of my story. So when we got divorced,
Yeah.
right? You know, a lot of people, like I had a good friend of mine, this cat, Marine Corps, man, this cat, Chris Fisher, man. Everybody else was like so negative about shit. He was the only one that was positive with me. Like that was my homeboy, man. This one cat I worked with named Davis. I don't know if you remember Davis from Block Six Cap, the brother,
Yeah.
the Air Force dude that thought he was a pimp and shit.
Yep.
Let me tell you how I got his ass. So he gonna see me in the park like, hey man, everybody like, sorry about your divorce, man. Or sorry you going through this. This man gonna tell me, hey, so if you see your wife on base talking to the dude, you gonna get mad? Nigga, I'm like, bro. I said, bro, if you can get the phone out of my face, man, I'm gonna beat your ass, bro. How you gonna come at me and say some shit like that? What kind of shit is that to say?
Oh,
No, you know what I'm saying? Going through what I'm dealing with, you come at me if I see him
oh.
on base talking with another dude, am I gonna get mad? So check this out. He
This
told
is
me
your man's and shit, or is this
he
just
wasn't
an
my man's like
associate?
that. He wasn't my man's like that. We played on the softball team. We worked together. He was in a different block behind
Yeah,
me, but we knew
yeah,
we've
An
hung out together before.
acquaintance.
Yeah, we
yeah,
weren't tight
yeah.
like that. But still, to even come up to me and say some shit like that is fucked up. I said okay. So then, I was already going through it. So it got to a point where like I hated women, bro, because I was dealing with so much, man. I went through all this trying to save my marriage and all this bullshit, and this shit just
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I was like on
yeah.
this mode where like fuck women. I was dogging them out.
Mm.
So he had this little white girl he was messing with, worked at the gym. She used to
Ah,
clown his ass.
shit.
She used to clown his ass, man. She used to like put us on. She'd call him on the phone. We'd be in the gym, me and my homeboy, and she'd call him on the phone and be talking shit. This nigga in the background don't even know we listen to the conversation, laughing at
Right,
his ass.
right, right.
So we go. I'm at the club one day. Remember Graham Central Station?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah. I
at
remember
Graham's.
Graham.
Guess who I run into? Old girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm sipping on something. She's sipping on something. All of a sudden, she telling me, you know what I'm saying? I want to do some things. Like, you know what? I think about what that nigga had said to me. Got him. Man, I took this girl in the
Going
parking
hard.
lot. Man, that's when I had the old Isuzu Rodeo SUV back in the day with the
Hey, those were
212s in it.
tough. Those were tough
Yeah,
back in the day,
yeah.
yo. It wasn't enough
I,
room, though. What was you fucking
I
at if
made
you had two
right in
twelves
the
in the
back. I
back?
let them back seats back, push that box to the back, and knocked it down in the back of the car.
Back seat of my Jeep.
Hitting,
Let's hit an
hitting,
episode.
she hitting the hawk tool and everything.
Hell
So,
yeah.
so
I'm
I,
not
so I ended up
mad, sir.
knocked it down twice. That time and like another time in her career. She lived in the base house and over by the lake. Knocked it down a couple of times. Then I had
I
made sure
wonder
she
if
went back into it.
I wonder if women talk like this, like, yeah, so I knocked them down, you know what I'm
They
saying? Like,
probably do. They probably
like,
do.
yeah,
They probably
you know
do.
what I'm saying? I gave him the hop through a throat goat, got 3,000. I put his ass to sleep, bitch nigga,
Hey,
you know?
JT over there probably be
Appreciate that,
talking big
JT.
shit to her girls.
Right.
Oh, listen, let
Like,
me tell
yeah,
you,
I had his
just so y'all
toes
know,
curling and shit. I
just so
had him
y'all know in the
running.
chat,
Which one of y'all motherfuckers was running the other day and
just so
shit?
y'all
I
know in the
had you
chat,
running.
JT is one of my coworkers, man. She mean as hell. Be talking mad shit. Trust me, she
Oh,
be
Oh,
she
talking
that's
do,
mad
word,
yeah.
shit. Don't
man.
get it twisted. She be
She like,
talking
man,
That's
I
mad
threw
word.
that faucet on him
I threw that faucet on him. He
and
ain't know
and
what
drowned
to do. I
and
had to
drowned his ass. He ain't had
let
no
him
life
say
raft.
it. You fuck with me, bitch. You bound to drizzle. That's crazy as
shit.
fuck, man. But yeah, yeah, villain arcs, man. These relationships and these
So I
women,
had to get
man.
him. I
My
had to get him.
God. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you gotta get a motherfucker, man. But I mean, like I said, in my personal experience of that shit, like I said, I asked a homie what was good, and he was like, "Yeah, it's cool. I ain't get that far." But see, the fucked up part though is she had seen me before, right? So it was back when I was in England type shit. And we was in the dorm, same hallway type shit. The dorm opened up to outside. And we had kicked it one night or whatever in the homie's room, and I guess she was there. But she was there with the homie, and I ain't look at her twice because you there with the homie. Yo, man, I'm minding my business talking to my homies. You know what I'm saying? That's that you with him. That's peace, man. I didn't even think about it, bro. When I rolled up on a chick in the club and she was with it, whatever. I didn't know who she was. Like legit, I had no idea until one of the homies is like, "Hey, yo, I think that's the chick that such and such was rocking with, a couple months ago." And I'm like, "Who?" And they trying to describe her and stuff. And I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds like her, but dog, I never seen this girl in my life." And they like, "Nah, man, you seen her, man. I'm telling you, she was chilling in the room, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Man, I swear to God, dog, I don't think this is her. But all right, I'll ask to make sure." And sure fucking enough, it was her. So I'm like, all right, I need to have a conversation with my man because like this is one of my man's type shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, she's saying it is her. I need to talk to you about it though, cause dog, I swear to God, I don't remember. You be bringing chicks around all the time. Like, what the fuck? I don't pay attention to chicks you bring around. And he's like, yeah, man, I know, man. This shit ain't work out anyway. So, go ahead and do what you gotta do. And I did what needed to be done.
Mm.
Gave it a
And I mean,
blue
we were
chew.
still cool. Oh man, that whiskey, that apple corn. Anyway, but the long and the short is we were cool, and I mean we still cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just I think it's about again, everybody gotta be upfront and honest with their shit, with they intentions, like is this gonna be a jump off or you really like this girl type shit. And you gotta be honest with what you're doing, man, because I think that would make all the difference. If it was me in that situation, and I've never been in that situation where one of the homies was trying to get with my ex type shit. I've never been that dude, so I
Yeah,
can't even
man, I've
speak
been
to
through it.
that.
Yeah,
No
like I
shit.
said, man, from
Yeah,
my
I was,
past
that's why, man.
experiences, man.
Apparently, man, there was a lot of cats that was trying to get at her, like, what I'm saying, I guess she was like was doing whatever she was doing, man. Like, and then, like I said, I had two witness statements
God
that said the
damn.
same damn near thing because she was running her mouth to people what she was doing.
Sound like she is
But
out there giving out pussy out of every penny
she
leg.
was
Boy,
wilding out,
god
man,
damn.
wilding out. I had two different people give a statement that said the same thing, and these two people didn't even know each other.
Hey, man, she
When I
didn't
tell
care
you,
who
I
was
hemmed her ass
pitching
up. I
woo.
hemmed her up.
Nah, none of that.
She didn't
Ah
care who was
man.
pitching woo. But you want to know something, man? In my experiences, like, to be honest, if somebody said, like, hey, man, go ahead, I don't care, man. I just don't even want to do it, bro, because
You can't even entertain it.
I just don't want to even entertain it, bro, because it's
Mhm.
always just gonna be some shit, man. Even if that girl is just like, man, it's just like, fuck it. But
Yeah,
if I
I
don't,
mean
yeah,
sometimes, yeah, yeah. That's
yeah,
tough, man.
sometimes, yeah, it is, bro. It is, man. But now if I start not being cool with that mug, I'm spinning the block.
Hey. Ain't
Fuck it.
nothing wrong with spinning the block if I mean, long as you know what you're doing, you know what I mean? Um,
Alright.
let me see. Brian, are you on here by chance?
You could at least cough or something.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
still with us?
All right, cool, cool. I don't know if y'all want to do other topics. I know y'all got stuff going on. I got people's here and stuff.
Yeah, we can
Did you want to
call it,
attack
man. It's all
anything else?
good,
I think
man.
we had a good conversation, bro.
Yeah, this was
Yeah, I
good.
do too, man. It was good. It was fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the
Yeah.
time went by quick, and then plus thanks to everybody in the chat, man. Putting in and commenting and keeping the conversation going. Definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate, man. JT, Erica, man. My boy MA, Ish, wifey, man. That y'all be holding it down. You
Yeah.
know, our boy Scott would be coming in the chat, then he leave. I don't know what he be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm gonna just
appreciate
call I'm gonna
y'all.
just call out the pause chat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all in the chat, listening to, not trying to go in on me. That was a lot that, was a part of my life, man, that was really, what I'm saying, it
That's heavy.
was tough for me, man. So for me
It's
to share it
therapy,
with
man.
y'all
We
was a
got you,
lot.
brother.
Oh, ain't no, I'm good. Ain't no therapy. I didn't shit. Fuck that motherfucker.
I don't care. It's a therapy session. I don't care if you want to act like
I'm
it
just
ain't. It's a
telling y'all
therapy
about some
session. Get
shit,
it off your
shit
chest.
I've been got that
Pause.
shit off my chest. Been a long time ago. I'm good. I just was,
I
letting y'all
swear.
know this is, just a little shit that, doesn't happen. Everybody got their stories, So I said,
Yeah,
let me share a
man.
little something with y'all, man. Keep it real with you.
That's
Man,
word, man.
and we appreciate you
While I
being
sip on
vulnerable
this
for the
red
chat.
stripe,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, man. Get us up out of here, official, man.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody listening. Hey, the chat was live tonight. Appreciate everybody that was in there commenting, man, and giving their little input. We appreciate that. Much love for real. Hey, again, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, or like we say all the time, if you like what we talking about, hey, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. If you got something you want to talk about, let us know. All right. Hey, episode 21 in the books. Ryan, hey, we hope you feel better, brother. You got that long tongue hanging off the side of your mouth, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Waggy wag, pause. But don't get that
Man,
You
it's
need to
like,
fucking
man,
swish or something. Fuck.
I'm about to go walk outside, man. It's like a sauna in this room, man. I think my homeboy trying to sweat me out this bitch.
God
Next
damn.
time, Ryan, man, instead of just going straight up and down, man, you got to get a little left to right
Yeah,
motion
you
too,
gotta
man.
kind of, yeah.
I'm
Make
saying? You won't get
letters. Make
snagged.
letters in it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You won't get snagged on one of them, one of them dingleberries or cuckabugs, whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean?
Thing had a
But,
tooth in it.
damn.
Yo,
Hell
get us
nah.
out of here.
Hey, man. Once again, man, whose man is this? Hey, everybody, appreciate the love, man. We signing off, man. Love y'all. Y'all be easy. See you next week.